Hey, what's up, guys? I know it's super late, but I want to make this video to finally tell the tale of the pre-release that happened. What it was this past this past weekend. Before you're gonna see the vlog, before I'm gonna post the whole vlog, because I need to basically do it. I want to tell you my side of the story and why I'm not gonna go to Dragonus ever again. Why I'm gonna state, and I'm sorry for the language for the video, because we're gonna have some bad language in the video. So if you're sensitive to that, this is your time to leave. I'm gonna give like 5 seconds, or you can just skip the whole rant and everything. But there's gonna be some bad words during the video. Okay, so like five, four, three, two, one. Okay, so and why fuck and generally fuck Team Night March, because those are the tournament organizers that basically made it unplayable, unenjoyable, and screwed up. So we come to the pre-release like they knew us, and I see and I feel the shift of basically people's behavior towards us, like towards me and Kovac. Like last time when we've been there, everyone was so friendly and nice, and since I top 8, I was actually third on the last pre-release. They were like, oh shit, they are a real deal. So we're not gonna be as nice to them as we've been previously, and that was really what was the case. Some of those guys felt like, okay, we are too good to do, because they thought, like, hey, those are two new kids and we're gonna just fuck them up and we're gonna win the games, and we're gonna get the prize easily. And I know this type of behavior because I was this type of guy when I was playing Magic the Gathering competitively. I was this asshole, so I know this behavior. So I'm like, okay, there we go. But then, like, they shook our hands, but you can tell my unicorn cup, you can really tell that something was off. It was a lot different. But okay, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, sure, it's cool. And I don't have glasses today, so we sit down with our friends. We talk whatever, because we got two amazing friends that we're starting a league with. Great people, I love them. So the tournament organizer comes, and like, I talk to him for a second, and I ask him about the tournament. And he goes like, okay, this is the non-competitive tournament, so everyone gets 3 packs. No top 8, no top 4, maybe gonna have 6, 5 round, depends on how many people are be. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, this is normal, this is fine, this is something that happens sorry, every single time. And I'm like, yeah, okay, this is cool, this is fine, I'm cool with that. So before the tournament, like, if, of course, some of us were trading the singles or whatever. And the situation that occurred was, I was talking with a guy, and I wanted to buy. I was before. I don't remember. Like, for me, it's one big blur when what happened. So, like, in between rounds, or what was first, what happened second. It might not be correct, like what happened where, but this stuff happened. But I can't place them sometimes. It was during, in between first, second round, or after the previous, or before, because I was so pissed and so mad at those. So there was a guy that last time I've lost with him, like the semifinal, I've lost with him, and he was so pissed that someone like me who was in the semifinals, and like, he was a jerk. But I'm like, okay, at least maybe he will try to, like, make a conversation, whatever. So I look at his binder, and he's like, whatever. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. I see a DCE, and I see Soul Silver energy, because as you know from my streams, I do love this energy because it has something in the background, right? And he's looking at our binder, and he's not even asking, because normally when you're looking at someone's binder, you say like, hey, is that for sale? No. Okay. That item's for sale. It is. Okay, I would like to buy it. And then when you almost make a deal with them, then you take it out, you check it, and you're like, okay, I can pay that, and you pay, and you get the card. But then he's just starting to get all those cards, and a gold necrozman, whatever, and he almost starts putting them inside his binder. I'm like, wait, dude, what the fuck you're doing? And he's like, because he won the DCE and the energy, and it's the same as gold necrozma. I'm like, are you fucking joking, dude? Like, it's not. it's basically not as gold. Like he's like, no, because it's an old energy. It's from Legacy. I'm like, I don't care. It's still a basic energy, and I showed him the price. Like it's worth like what, $2, I think. Maybe less. And he's like, yeah, but I'm a better player. I deserve that. I'm like, wait, what? And you're not from our turf, so you have to give us discounts. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? So I'm like, okay, fuck it. Give me my cards. Like, get the fuck out of, don't even touch those anymore. I put them in the binder. I'm like, okay, screw it. So there's a second guy. He wants Blaziken and a few other cards from me, and he was his friend. Because the fact is, the owner of Team Night March, he was a tournament organizer. He had like his three friends. So those are the four assholes, and I'm just gonna say four people, because those are the four assholes of the team, and of the stuff that they've done, and because of stuff they've done, and we have many statements because I told the story on stream already. And thanks so much for the support, by the way. And yeah, and I know some of you just in harsh words say stuff about them, but let's continue the story. So I talked to the guy, and he wants a Blaziken, whatever. I'm like, okay, I need this and that. So I'm almost like, I have money in my hand. I want to give him the guy. Guy has the cards in hand. He's giving them to me. And as he's doing that, as we're doing both this motion, when you grab and you get, the previous guy, one of those four, the previous guy gets me and he whispers something, and I can clearly tell what it was because of the action, what happened next. And the guys are like, I'm not selling, fuck it. And he is not selling me those cards, even though like we actually like make a deal. We like, it was 5 maybe less seconds to actually exchange money for cards. So, and he's like, no, fuck it. And I'm like, wait, why? What? Really? Dude, like, what the hell? But he's like, fuck it, we're not making a deal. And because of the guy just like came out, fucking whispered stuff to him. I'm like, oh, come on, don't be freaking kids. But okay, screw it. So round one, before round one, you get a pre-release kit. We're opening our kits, and what I see, because the tables are like 4 people in the table. Like, we sit with our friends. That was their first pre-release, and like next to me, basically table next to me, those 4 dudes sit down. And what I see, like with my eye, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because they starting opening packs, and everything they pull from the pre-release kit, they put in the middle, and it's all mixed up. Like, it's all mixed up together. Like, you would have a sealed team event, and you had one shared pool of cards. And I look at them, and I'm like, okay, this is fucked up. This is weird. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say anything right now because I have some time. And before that, they were like haggling about the place, because in front of me, like, my Kovac went to just a toilet, and like, oh, this is a free place. I'm like, no, it's taken. By who? By Kovac. Like, she went to but who? But she's nothing. I'm like, she's my fiance, motherfucker. So they're sharing their pool of cards. And I'm like, okay, this is weird, but still, it's non-competitive, so I like, I don't care. We all get 3 packs at the end of the day. I don't freaking care about it. Or there was 3. No, there was 3 of them. 4. Fuck it. 3 or 4. 4. And they're sharing their pool. I'm like, oh, come on. Yeah, there were 3. Sorry, because there was 1 kid there. So 3. My mistake. 3 guys. It's just, it's just anger inside me. So they're sharing their pool, which is forbidden, and which you not do. You should not do it. You never do that, because it's unfair to other players. It's unfair to everyone. But since I thought it was non-competitive, as the guy told us, I'm like, fuck it. So round 1, everything is fine. I play the guy. I've lost my first game. And so I go downstairs, and I see Kovac playing one of the tournament organizer. She's clearly winning, like, she's really winning hard. Miraculous draws, I have no idea, but she's winning hard. I'm like, yes, she's winning. And, like, the game was won. The guy started to scoop up the cards, and as he was scooping up the cards, so the game was done. I tell Kovac like, hey, you could have done this and that, and he flips out, like he's like, what the fuck, motherfucker, like you can't do that. I'm like, I can't do what? Like, just tell someone after the game, like, I can do it, like this, I actually can, you asshole. And he like flips out on me, like, he's like, oh, whatever. And like as he's going by me, like, his elbows me. I'm like, fucking hell, like what is going on? Like those people were so nice last time. And it's not like I'm breaking the rules. And as they were playing, I've seen, because I go to table number one because the two other guys were playing on table 1 and 2, and I've seen, like, they have more more than one or two lilies, or more than one or two Titan Lizzas. I'm like, okay, what is the possibility of it? Because normally you can have on this pre-list, you could have had like two Titan Lizzas, that was fine. You could have had, like two lilies maybe, but that was unlikely to happen. And you're gonna tell me that, play set of those cards. I'm like, I got suspicious. I'm like, okay, I don't see his discard pile. I'm not playing against the guy, so I don't know. Round two comes by, like, round two, it's fine. I start, hearing whispers that there's some changes to rewards after the tournament. I'm like, oh, wait, what? But we hear nothing. And then I go and look at the guy's cards, because he just left the cards, and it's not like I took the deck and checked it, but he just left them wide open because he was doing some changes to the deck. And I see in one deck, one pre-release deck, 4 lilies, 4 Tate, and Lizzas. Not fucking possible. Not possible on a pre-release. And I'm like, okay. And I see the cards, I'm like, alright, dude, like this is cheating. This is a next level cheating, I'm like, okay, it's still uncompetitive. And I start hearing that, we're gonna have different rewards, like only top 8 will have rewards. And I'm like, wait, what? But I said, like, oh, fuck it, fine, round 3. So we play round 3. I have some fun, the photos, whatever, we're doing that, all of that stuff. And around round 3, that's a situation that I have not seen. I've heard it more. Kovac saw that, and she told me after that, and I think it's gonna be on the vlog. So it's documented that the team organizer from tournament organizer from Team March, motherfucker, goes to the store owner and says that everyone agreed on only top 4 rewards. And I heard someone saying, like, we didn't agree on that. Kovac, I remember her saying, like, we don't agree on nothing. And she told me that the guy just took the owner and like and tried to talk it out, like nothing happened. And I haven't watched the tapes yet, so she said that she was filming it, so it's probably gonna be on a vlog. And I got suspicious, but I'm like, okay, fuck it. So round goes by, Kovac plays one of those guys, and what she told me, and and what I've seen by them, what they were playing, like this is a fancy way of cheating when you tell your opponent, because everyone thinks it's non-competitive, so no one's like shuffling your deck, everyone's just cutting it. But there's this nice way of cheating when you're just leaving the deck like that. It's slightly off, like it's slightly off in the place where you want this deck to be cut, so instantly, like, the person cuts it where you want it, so you have the exact card on the top. It's one of the techniques that cheaters use, and for those who could never play it competitively, this is really, really often. And every time, whatever it is, you shuffle your opponent's deck, or like make them look different direction, because that's what you do. You shuffle their deck, you look away, you don't look at the deck. And those guys, like, you can imagine, they were doing like almost like that. They were just looking at the deck, so you can tell if someone is actually looking at the cards. And I get a tournament organizer and I tell him, like, hey dude, like, I've seen the 4 Tate and Lizzas, I've seen 4 lilies, I've seen this type of shuffling and this type of stuff. I And I said to him like, I'm suspicious. Can we talk about it? And he flips out. He goes at me like, no, what the fuck? Who are you? Like, you know nothing. You never done anything to Pokemon. You have nothing. You're whatever. And he like shoves me. I'm like, motherfucker. I don't want to. I'm not the person that wants to start a fight or whatever. So I'm like, fuck it, nothing. And like he goes by, and while he was going by me, like I just elbowed him in the back because that was, it's a bad behavior. I shouldn't done it. I really shouldn't done it because that's an insult. But the anger was there. And round 5, before beginning of round 5, and again, normally when you begin the game, we all like the holster waits for the beginning. Those guys never waited. They just played. But around, I think before round 5, suddenly they decided to do seniors and juniors league. I'm like, okay, like, wait, what the right now? Like, it's round 5, all the rewards, the stats, and now you're doing seniors and juniors. No. They're like, what the hell? And they're like, yeah, because this is just for the rankings. It's for nothing. And I'm like, okay, right, casual. So the round 5 ends, and it's an end of the tournament. And guess who had first 3 places in seniors? Those 3 guys. And guess what happened? They go like, okay, first place, 10 packs. I'm like, what the fuck? No one told us that. And I asked the owner, and owner says, yeah, they told us everyone agreed. I'm like, I never heard about it. And the second place, 8 packs, and the other 6. I think the 4th place was Simon, our good friend. He had like 4 whatever. So the first 3 places, because I know why those assholes done the senior and junior, because one of the juniors was 3rd. If they wouldn't be seniors and juniors, so that would be everyone would be in the same leaderboards. One of the juniors was 3rd, so they've done that. Then they haven't told anyone about the rewards, so they've scooped up almost a full box off, and that's shady as fuck. And and after the game, after the whole tournament, I asked some people like, hey, because few of them, like, they just dropped like, hey Raven, are you gonna come again? I'm like, no. Why? And I tell them why, and I ask them, hey, do you have more players? Because we've been there during the summer. There was 10 new players. Are they your regulars, or are they coming from pre-release to pre-release? And say they are not even coming from pre-release to pre-release. I'm like, okay, so what do you think might happen? And they're like, yeah, those 4 assholes from Team Night March, and the tournament organizer done like that. And in between rounds, like, of course, like they were, because one of them is national champion. I thought he was my good friend. I've talked to him a few times. But yeah, he's an asshole for doing stuff like that. And sorry, there's nothing that can explain it. Because cheating on a pre-release where you have kids that come to me and they're like, sir, I've seen this stuff happening, is that normal? And you don't want to break the kid's heart. You don't want to go like, hey, they're fucking cheaters, and then they just cheated their way to win. Like, you want those kids to see the winners of tournaments as something that they will be one day. Something that will motivate them to become a better player, a better person. Because when you're winning tournaments and there are kids that are playing as well, you're kind of a role model to them. So don't be an asshole. So they were talking about nationals, like they were like bragging about it and whatever. And one of them told me this amazing thing, that I will never be the national champion. And for those of you who know me, then if some motherfucker tells me something like that and does shit like that, and and it's just straight up into my face, I'm gonna stand on my eyes just to be that champion. And I told him, like, the judge is gonna be next to me all the time. I don't care if I have to pay a salary for the judge to just walk with me on the tournament. There's gonna be a judge that's gonna look at you motherfuckers. That's one thing. Second thing, they're in May, so why are you bragging right now? Like, it's October, asshole. Third thing, I have my new place where I'm gonna play my tournaments. I have you. I have, you know, all the amazing people from Grossmatter, from Twitch, and our team Raven. So you're gonna tell me I've never done anything for Pokemon? I'm the one that you know, that helps new players to like feel comfortable. And what you're doing is just like, you want the place to grow, you want the game to grow, and at the same time you cannot be a dick, you cannot be cheater. If you're a good player, then win without cheating. It's not hard. I know it's a card game, and in card games it's so easy to cheat, especially when there are no deck lists, when when there's three of you and you're older. Like, they're my age, but you know, older for if you look at, you know, the kids. Oh, one thing that fucking pissed me off was vaping. Like, if you're vaping on the tournament in your local game store, you're a piece of shit. Sorry, end of the story. Because there are kids, and there are people like me that hate, or you know, that I smoked, and I quit, and I hate that. Local game store is not a place to vape. Sorry, go outside. Because there are kids. I know it's healthier, but it's not as healthy for others. And you know, not everyone wants to play and freaking smoke. We're not in, you know, 1989 rave party, but we're at the Pokemon tournament, so keep it clean. One more thing. So yeah, so I told him, like, dude, I'm gonna freaking dethrone you. I have no idea. I'm gonna freaking work my ass off to dethrone you. I'm gonna have a judge sitting here, looking at me as well. So my misplay, my every mistake will count as well. But I'm gonna win those national championships. Not for myself, but for everyone that wants to play this game and have non-toxic, non-fucking asshole sons of bitches environment where kids can hang out, where they can have a community, when they have, you know, their own team, when they can have, you know, something to look forward to every day after school, or you know, during the weekends, something that will hold those kids away from shitty stuff and from shitty world. And if you create a shitty environment in a place like that, they're not gonna come back, or they will only think about the game like that. And I think, you know, now, sorry Team Night March, you motherfuckers, I don't care if you're gonna like me. I really don't care. You know what? I don't even want to be liked by you. Because I'm there for everyone that, you know, that's stands for something, that has a moral code, a moral compass. And you're just bad. You're just bad for a game. You're cancer of the game. And I know that I'm now ranting, but it just amazes me how fucked up it is. That even now, like, you see the pros and Magic Gathering Gathering players that were cheating on the freaking FNMs when there were no prize pools. So you can see that especially in my country, the cheating is a problem in card games. And you know, me starting a new place, I know I will teach whoever I'm gonna be teaching the game IRL those principles. Just don't cheat, be nice, and let's create a place that we can all hang out, have fun, trade cards, and just be friendly to each other, and let's grow a game that we all love, because at the end of the day, we love the game. And what amazes me is that at the end of the day, it's a freaking card game, so why you're destroying it? So, Team Night March, you fucking assholes. My foot will never step into your local game store. Don't worry about it. You will not see my face there. But during nationals, you'll see this. You will see the t-shirt that says Team Raven on my heart, right over here. Right over here. The team that stands for being honest during a game, that stands for everything that's good, that stands for the game itself, for normal things, for growing it, just being fucking decent people. And I'll fucking destroy you with a smile on my face. And I've never been this person. I've never been so motivated in my life. Like, there was one time when, and that was the time I said, like, okay, I have to become a good Magic player. When one of top one national player of Magic the Gathering told me that I'm a piece of shit and I will never be good, and that I have no potential. That was last time, I was so motivated, because for 1 month I've locked myself down. I didn't go to FNMs. I came back a month later, and I never lost to the guy again. And I played him for 6 more years, and I never lost to him. He's still, number one guy, but he never wanted to play against me. And when we were paired, he was sweating his ass off, and that's what's gonna happen. Me, people from Gross Meta, people from Twitch, people from whatever, every single person internationally will be there behind me. You think, stuff like that? Do you think world champion in Pokemon? Do you want to be a champion that cheated? Do you want to be, you won the prelease? Wow, kudos, you're a fucking champion of prelease, but you've cheated. How can you look yourself in the mirror when you have those kids or grown-ups also, like, looking at you and like, fuck, I want to be a player like that, and they don't know that you cheated and that you're an asshole in the deck? And I'm not saying everyone in Team Nightmare, because they're like, it has more members, but now someone is texting me, but those 3 guys, and especially the organizer, I don't remember their names, and I don't want to remember them. I remember their faces. And, this is something that bothers me. And, like, the vlog is... I think during the vlog I have this rant as well, and it's more emotional. But... I don't even know how long is this video. Wait, let me get my glasses. Like, this is a 30-minute video. This is super long, but someone has to say it. You just don't do it. If and again, I don't know, man. I'm literally like, I'm nervous. I'm shaking because I know, and I'm kind of scared of this video and to put it out, because I know there's gonna be backlash. But someone has to step up and do something, especially in my country. There are like, what, 5 local game stores that have Pokemon. So what, you're proud that you're the best out of 5 fucking stores, and you beat some kids, and you come on. Or like, imagine this, they're doing the tournament, and I think today they were doing the tournament. Imagine this, those Thunder cards are available, are being played on the tournament. Like, they make them playable. Because who's gonna win the tournament with those cards? Who's got the most of those? Who bought the most? And they're doing a pre-release next this week as well. And what do you think? What are you gonna say? They're gonna freaking have 4 Sightseers, 4 Mimikyu, whatever, 3, because they would want to keep it clean. But I wouldn't, I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna see, like, proper, like, 2 Alan Vulpix and 2 Mimikyu decks right there during that pre-release. And it blows my mind. It just blows my mind how right up your ass you can be. And I spoke to loads of people. I spoke to some store owners. I spoke to some other people, and I don't want to tell who that was. And I can tell you guys, if that would be different country or different store, you will be banned for life. And I'm not even joking, cause local game stores should have a happy environment. And you know what? I'm gonna say fuck it. If you want to be in a toxic environment when you're only gonna play your 3 other friends, go for it. There's no. There is a reason why people are not coming back there. There's a reason why why the champions left the previous years and are playing in a different spot. There's a reason for that. There's a reason we are starting the new local game store. We are starting the new division. We are starting the new league. And I can tell you, the juniors that I'm gonna produce are gonna fuck you up. In a card game, of course, not in like physically, but in a card game. And you're gonna be crying. And you're gonna call them cheaters. And you're gonna call them names. Or you're gonna do the same what you did to me last time. Those 3 months ago when you told me like, hey, I'm the better player and I played longer, so you have to concede to me. When I said no, you were also in my face. It was 3 months ago, but I was like, okay, fuck it, because I knew this behavior from Magic Gathering, and that was something that I never agreed on. So I think I might forgot a few details here and there. Some of them are gonna be on the vlog, but again, keeping secret, like not even lying that the event is casual, and then all of a sudden the prizes are there. All of a sudden changing the rules from not having a seniors and juniors but having whole leaderboards to just changing that to having a seniors and juniors. It's fucked up. Having full play sets of Tate and Liz and Lissa, not Lisa, I even forgot a card name, Lily. This is beyond my imagination, and basically having and being the dick when because I didn't want you to have. I didn't want to be scammed on cards, and you're gonna say you're gonna tell your friend to not sell me cards. By the way, I got those cards from another person, so fuck off, motherfucker. So I'm sorry for swearing, but this is the whole story. This shot, I'm not gonna say the store. I'm not gonna say the name of the store, but the name of the team is Team Night March. You can go there. You can just fuck them up, whatever. And really, if you're gonna see them on regionals, or if you're gonna see one of those people on regionals all over Europe, or if you're gonna make it somewhere else, just look out for them, okay? I just want you to be careful. And if you see, because that's the thing. I know this is the fucked up story, but at the end of the day, I want to ask all of you who last with me till the very end, don't give up on Pokemon, okay? Just please don't give up. It's an amazing game with amazing people. I've met one of my best friends here, and I couldn't be more happier to be a streamer of the game, and to represent the game, and just don't give up on Pokemon when there are decks like that. Just don't be scared to speak up. Just, don't give up on a game because it's amazing. And if they're assholes in real life, you have alternative online. You have My League, you have, gross meta events, you have Cliffy, you have Puns, have many streamers, you have Sombra, Sierra, whatever, and they're all amazing. Like who has a bullet train? Good enough. Ray, Vinny of the Dead, amazing friend. So you have loads of people there that are super nice, will help you and will do the same as I am, and never tell you that the question is stupid. So please don't give up on Pokemon. And yeah, let's just grow a game and let's make it better. Let's just clean it. And let's ban those motherfuckers. That's Raven, and that was my half of the story. And if you want to hear, more of that, and if you want to hear like every single detail that had happened on the place, like I can do a few, 3 or 4 videos about it. So I'm sorry that the video is that long, but I think it had to. So thanks so much for going through the whole thing. It's really cool that you went through the whole thing, and see you guys. Online, and you can ask me about it on Twitch. I'll be always there for you, and let's just grow the game together, and let's just be amazing. And that's 35 minutes. I thought that was like 40. So it's not that bad. See you guys. Love ya.